Good afternoon. I'd like to say greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy, and this is So Fly's Unique Boutique. Welcome. So, let's see how this goes. Hopefully you can hear me. I know you can see me. So we're going to give this a shot and see how we do. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? All right. Today is September 5th, and this is FlossTube number 55. And we have no finishes, no FFOs. At least not yet. Next week we'll have more finishes. WIPs. I was going to try to go in order, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, we're going to start with the one I was working on partially yesterday and part of this morning before I left. This is Teresa Kogut's Such a Fright. And this one, I am trying to get 1,000 stitches on before the end of the month. I realized last week that I did not show you my boards. I have to show you my boards. So this one I've had going for almost a year now. I'd like to get it finished, and my goal was to get the halo, this part done. Do I have that done? No, not completely, but I did get quite a bit. Doing this on a 16 count amber with Swamp Water. The thread is Swamp Water by excuse me, Weeks Dye Works. And here's what it looks like. Sorry about the thread, but as you remember, I had all this done, and I'm working on the halo. So, right there. It's been a while since I've recorded in here. So, but there it is. I'm trying to make 1,000 stitches, so if that means I go above and beyond the halo, then that's what I'm going to do to get the 1,000. But that is my goal, and once I get the 1,000, this will go away for a while. And then I had to finish up Self-Care, and I do not have a picture of this, I'm really sorry, but you can find this on Bella Rosa Designs on Etsy. And it's called Elf Feet, and all I have is the socks, and I'm doing this on a 14 count mocha, I guess. I don't remember where I got it from. I think I got it from Amazon. And those are the socks, and I'm doing them in, I think, English Ivy, Louisiana Hot Sauce, or 394, I don't remember, and 581, and then I just have the feet to put in, because this is called Elf Feet. And I got 240 stitches on this, and all I needed was 200 to finish the challenge. So the August acrostic was Self-Care, and I needed the L and the F. No, the R and the E. And I couldn't use Elvira again because I used it once. So that's when I remembered I had this, and I did it. So I think it's going to be really cute, and it's just a small ornament. Alright, so pen. Okay, so elf feet and such a freight. So when I get the elf feet, should be a finish. Alright, next one. I did not work on this as much as I wanted to, but it is on my September focuses WIPs. This is my September focus board. So we have Fairy Rabbit, and that, I know it was 31,000 that I was supposed to get done, but that 333 there, that's the 233 stitches I did not get done last month. So I need to get 3,333 stitches in for this month. Adam's Family, I put down, my goal was 2,000. I've got 500 of that 2,000 left. Frank and Elvira, I put down 1,000 and I did 270. The Snowflake Stand, I need to get 500 and I have not worked on that one yet. 3 Cheers, I need to get 1,000, 3,000. And then Such a Fright, I want 1,000 stitches in it, and I got 568 so far. And the September sampler was 400 and I got 400 stitches in. But these are for the whole month of September. So we're only in the first week. So I'm going to work on the Fairy Rabbit. I'm going to work on them all again until I get the goal or surpass the goal. So there's that board. So here is Elvira, where I left her. Here's what it looks like when it's done. And here's where it is now. Now I started watching the Hathaway stitches this morning, and I think it's Amity that got this as a gift or a stitch of kindness. And so here's what my little turkey looks like. I do have Frank almost done, but I'm trying to get Elvira done. So I'm hoping 1,000 stitches is gonna do that. If not, I will continue to work on it until it is done. Which means if it flips over into October, it flips over into October. It's just the way it is. Okay, now. So I did not work on the horror yet. And I am going to work on this one, not this week, but next week. It's going to be my focus. This is Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios. I also have her Nevermore. And I'm considering doing the holiday one as well. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. But I got this far. And I know I said 5 motifs, but and this is done on a 16 count jack-o'-lantern by X Jude Designs. I know I said 5 motifs, but I think what I might do is just do the whole top, which is this right here, and go all the way across and do it that way. Either that, or I will go down the sides and hit the bottom. Yeah, I think I might do that instead. So that is that one. Got to get some work on it this month. And then I have some birthdays coming up for the month of September. I showed you the black cat that I did for a friend whose birthday is next week. Did I put the pattern in here? I must have. That's that one. Oh, yep. I'm doing this one. This is called Coffee Love, and it is from Jolly Mop Dandies on Stitch. It's very simple. I got it almost done in a day. So yeah, there's that one. And I'm doing this on a piece of 18 count Aida that I coffee dyed it myself. And this is what it looks like. And I did my own color conversion. I just have to finish the cup in the saucer and it's all done. And it just needs to be finished. I have a big enough piece to do 2 more small ones. So this is a 10 by 10 piece of coffee dyed Aida. Maxwell House is the best. Especially when it's instant. And I don't like instant coffee. I don't even drink it. I buy it just to dye fabric. And then I have a picture here on my phone. Photos. Okay. This is from Darling and Whimsy, and it's the Quirky Quaker Butterfly. And that's what it looks like. I'm not doing these colors, but that's what it looks like. The person I'm doing it for, she likes sparkly stuff. She likes pink and purples and pastel-y colors, you know. So I'm doing this on, I think, a 16 count Aida. It's opal. And this is as much as I got done, and I use this for I used this for the new acrostic challenge for September, which is Labor Day. So this is the bee in Labor Day. So I started on the wing, and I'm going to fill in these little spots here in the border, and then put the big butterfly right there. I'm using 2 colors. I'm using a sulky variegated, and I'm using I think it's Banker's Gray from Gentle Arts. There it is. I think it's going to be beautiful, and I think she's going to love it. So I got to give that to her next week. The other thing I did was since the September acrostic is Labor Day, I had to figure out something that was an L. So I picked up my ladybug. Now this already had 210 stitches in it because I used it last time for the L in self-care. So I had 210 stitches, and I added Well, it now has 479 stitches in it. This is what it looks like. So I got, and I'm using a DMC variegated 4210 for the red and Anchor black for the black. So I got this whole side done over here, and I backstitched as I went along. It may be off by a stitch, but I'm really not worried about it. But I think this is very cute. This is the second time I've done this one. I love these little quirky crickets because they make such wonderful gifts. So, that is that one. Okay. So, let's put this. Where'd it go? There it is. Put that back in there. So, let's cross this stuff off. We've got the ladybug and the butterfly. Alright, now, like I said, the acrostic is Labor Day. So I got the L done. I need an A. In fact, I need 2 A's. So, I decided that since I haven't really worked on this a whole heck of a lot, I was going to get this out and do a little bit of work on it. I needed 200 stitches. I decided I was going to do 4 as a goal. So this is Alice in Wonderland by Sam at Lizzie Loops. It's an UK company on Etsy, or UK shop on Etsy. And she does some great stuff. This was one of the first ones I bought when I got on Etsy. So I think I'm doing this on a 16 count French cafe latte. And I started this was a birthday start in 2023. And unfortunately, it's a little fiddly because there's a lot of little tiny things here and there. But I'm working, I believe this right here is the middle point. So I'm trying to get everything from this point over done. So I finished up this border here, started down here, put the little slice of pie that still needs to be backstitched right there. Worked on these couple of butterflies. Worked on this part here and here. Got the key in, which you really can't see that well. Let's go over here. There we go. Got the key, and then I worked on the little heart here. There's a little tag down here, and then I need to finish Alice and the white rabbit. And then that section will be done. So I hope I get this out again, because I explained my plans a little bit, and then I thought about doing a plans video. I still might do that to explain it a little bit better, but I kind of, going off something from Jen the Caffeinated Crafter started, which she got from Kel Stitches, which is giving yourself higher goals and less whips, so you see more progress and more finishes. The thing with Jen is that she does a lot of full coverage. I don't, at least not yet. I'm working my way up to it. because I really want to try to get into more full coverage. I mean, I have the fairy rabbit, I have 3 cheers, which is the My Chemical Romance themed cross stitch that I'm doing for my daughter. I have the owls, which is Confetti Hell, which I have not worked on since I started it really. And the Queen of Hearts, which last month I tried to get 3,100 stitches in, and I ended up doing the fairy rabbit instead, and then spun the fairy rabbit for this month too. So I think I'm going to take the weekend and work on the fairy rabbit and get as many stitches in it that I can. And then try to catch up on the Modern Chemical Romance, because my daughter's birthday is next Friday. It's not going to get done by then. It's just not. So I'm going to try to do as much as I possibly can. If I get over the 3,000, awesome. But if I don't, I don't. And it'll be Christmas. But I have a lot of Christmas stitching I need to get done. So that's why I'm doing ornaments as I go. Mocha tea. Oh, mocha tea. So yeah. The other thing, I did get 500 stitches on it. Now if I can get another 5 next week, I'll be halfway to my goal. Which is what I want to do. But yeah, I will be at half of my goal if I can get another 1,000 stitch. If I can get 1,000 stitches on it by next week. Oh, where did I know I have a picture of it here somewhere. Oh, right there. This is the Addams Family sampler. Ooh. I think that's the best you're gonna get. And I love this thing. Granted, I haven't really worked on it since I got it. I started it, and all I had was one part of the house, the middle part of the house, and part of the roof on the third part of the house. Well, what did I do? Put this behind it. So, I finished this part of the house, so that's all done. I put the 3 bats here, and I started the alphabet. And I did count the alphabet, even though it's back stitching. I didn't care. I was going to count the alphabet. So, I just have to finish the alphabet, and then come over to this side and work on the bats, and do the other alphabet. Bats over here, and then alphabet. And then I can either go up and start doing some of the border after I put the Addams Family in, which I just might do because this is a big border. Or I come down here and start working on the people. I think I might want to do the header up here. This is big. Let me check. I don't think I got rid of the picture. I guess I did. Nope. As you can see, that header with the skull and the wings and the whole bit, that's big. It's huge. This border is no joke. So I think I want to start working on the border and not saving it for last, because that would be horrid. Absolutely horrid if I did that. So the other thing that I worked on, I forgot to write this on my list, but Summer Refreshes is going to get put away for a little bit. Here it is. I did reach my goal on that, and I'm doing this on a plain 18 count white Ada, which I think I'm going to do the rest of them on. I don't know yet. And here it is. So I started doing the red. So on September 20th, I'm going to find Autumn Provides, because that is the first day of fall, and I'm going to try to get 1,000 stitches on Autumn Provides. Whether I do or not, I'm going to do this, because I can work on Autumn Provides until, I think it's December 21st is when winter starts. And I'm going to do the winter one. I'm going to start it on that day. So, don't have my black cat in here. But I also worked on Rescue Mom, and I got 539 stitches in it. And I need to work on this again because it's the R in labor. So here is Rescue Mom. This is also going to be a gift. I'm doing this on an 18 count silver mini. It's in here. Here it is. Nope, it's upside down and backwards. Jeez. It's been a long day already. It really has. I went to my meeting, and for some reason today I was it was my day, basically, because I got the MVP for August. I got my little lanyard because I had 5 one-on-ones, and I won the door prize, which means I need to go to a chiropractic appointment. I kind of do, because my scar still hurts from where I had, and her laser treatment evidently treats that, so we'll see. But here it is. This is done in a variegated silky called Iris and a purple silky. The purple silky is the paw print, and it's also going to be the heart that's over here. The variegated is everything else. So I really don't have, there's a lot of stitching in this. Trust me, it's very deceiving about how much stitching is in this. This M is going to take a little bit because it's doubled. I think. Is that the one? Yes. I mean, it may not look like a lot of stitching, but it is quite a bit of stitching. This was supposed to be for me, but because I am a rescue mom, my dog Patches is a rescue, and but a lady that's birthday's in November, she was fostering a 7-year-old white husky with the most beautiful, the most gorgeous blue eyes ever, and her name is Echo. So when I get the rescue mom part all done, I'm going to back stitch on the top Echoes, because she ended up adopting her. So the other thing I did was my beach house. Well, actually, this is not my beach house, but oh, it's a pattern. Okay. This is the beach house. Sure, we can put this part down and just use this part. This is, I think it's from mybobbins.com. They also have an Etsy store. This is, the designer is your Briar Patch, and another lady in my networking group. She was born in November and she loves the beach. Last year I made her a little, took some brown variegated fabric that I had, and I made her a little thing that I called cabins. I think it was cabins, popsicles, and something else. And it had like 3 little beach houses, and then popsicles, top and bottom, and then something else at the top and something else at the bottom. It was really cute. So I got my 500 stitches. Let's see, yes, I got 526 stitches. So where the September acrostic is Labor Day, this is a yellow beach house, so that's what I'm going to use for the Y. This goes very quickly because it's got big blocks of color. So I'm doing the left side. I'm going all the way down to the bottom on the left side. So take it from there and see what happens. Pretty sure it'll come out lovely when it's done. Yeah. So there's that. I worked on a lot of stuff. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I kept dropping things, putting things away, ironing things, and then going to get the next project. So I did quite a bit. Okay. I also worked on, let's see, oh yes, my Halloween sampler. I was supposed to get 500 stitches in, right? Yes, 500. Yes. And I did that. I got 661 stitches in this. This is the Halloween sampler. It's by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I finished the word abracadabra. I started working on the word Dracula, and I've got to work on the word Gothic. But I got the moon in, and I got the skeleton, the ghost in. And I'm going to try to work my way this way. So after I get the Dracula and the Gothic done, I'm going to move over to the broom, eerie, and Halloween. And over the broom I'm going to put bats, and then work on creepy, and what is that word? Frankenstein. Oof. And what's that word? Intimidate? Oh, yes. And jinx. Yes. And then work my way down and across, down and across, and the next 30, and then so on and so forth. But every time I work on this from now on, I'm going to do 500 stitches. So I'm doing this on a pearl gray 18 count, that I got from Keepsakes. I called. That's how I do my orders from Keepsake. I call when I order. I do the same thing at Welcome Stitchy. Call and tell them what I want, and they send it to me. So here it is. And this is done in, I'm doing all the DMC. So this is, the big letters are, like the G here, it's in 3799, and then the little letters are in 310. And then I got the moon done, and the little ghost. And I just got to finish up Dracula and Gothic. So that's another focus piece for this month, I think. No, it's not. But I'll work on it again because it's Spooky Sampler September for Tammy. Alrighty. And this is just the DMC that I'm using. It's 310, 3799, a couple other gray colors. Yellows, whites. As you can see, I'm really not a big yellow fan, but seems to be doing a lot of yellow. This will probably be the only time you see this much yellow. Alright. And then, okay. So I think that's everything that, oh, the only thing I couldn't find was my black cat, but I will find it. It's around here somewhere. And my September Quaker, but I worked on those too. On the black cat, I was supposed to get 400 stitches. I only got 271 because it's a lot of color changes. So I'm going to work on that again. And my September Quaker was 400 and I got 400, but I'm going to work on it again because my September Quaker is definitely a focus for the month of September. I am hoping to get that done this time around. So I'll make sure I find those and work on them again next week because I'm still in this 2-week period. And then we'll pick new projects next week. We'll do the spinning of the wheels next week. And I'm going to basically, I'll explain it later in plans. So, speaking of plans, actually, before we start that, let's go over some haul that I got. Okay. I went on to Everything Cross Stitch and got some fabric. I got a 20 count light pewter Ada, and this is Witchelt, so it's a little bit on the stiff side, but it's more of a bluish, like it's showing, than it is a gray, but I like it. I got some sparkle white with snowflakes, 20 count Ada. I also got this in like a gray or a darker color, like a charcoal or a dark blue. And I got a 10 by 18 piece. I think I'm going to put a couple Christmas ornaments on this. I got an 18 count light green splash, which I kind of like. They also have a blue one, I think, which I might get. And I had an 18 count anthracite, which is kind of a charcoaly gray. I'm thinking about trying a black stitch on this, something that they would stitch on black. See how it looks. Alright, and then I am part of the Under the Sea Fabric Club, and this came the other day. It is Bayou Bullfrog. And, sorry about the glare, but that is very true to color. And it's a 14 count. Unfortunately, it's not something that you can wash because it's not color fast, but I'm thinking something monochromatic because it kind of looks like Picture This Plus Lagoon. So, let's see. Halloween, of course. And then, I did get a winner for my number 3 number 3, the Scarecrow from this Cottage Garden Samplings, the Snowman Collector Series. And it's Claudia. She's the only one that made a comment. If you did make a comment and I didn't get it, I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure how I can get comments. You know, I hit the not responded thing on there and nothing comes up. So if you made a comment and I didn't get it, I'm sorry. But I hope you comment from now on, because I'm going to be trying to do giveaways a lot more, or gifts, I should say. Gifts from me to you. More often. I'm thinking about doing a bag a month. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyway, I got the Postman from the Snowman Collector Series number 4. That's what he looks like. He's so cute. Delivering the mail. Look at that little cardinal. Aww. And I also got the Scarecrow. Look at those, the little crow with the musical notes. I think this. Oh, he's playing the trumpet. Ah, that's so cute. I love this series. I'm getting them all. I want more. And then I ended up getting, and you know, I have a thing about gnomes. I have a major thing about gnomes. And this is my favorite designer next to Cottage Garden Samplings. And we have the Halloween gnome littles. Those would make such cute ornaments. Oh, especially this one down here with the pumpkin. Oh my god, they're adorable. Absolutely adorable. And then, of course, you know my love of Alice. So, Satsuma Street has Alice in Wonderland. And I got it. And I can't wait to do it. It's 184 by 184. It does include suggestions for alternate hair and skin colors. I think I might keep the dark pink for the Cheshire Cat and change the light pink to a purple. Because that's what he looks like in the live action version. And I love this. I absolutely love it. I think I might have a like stop sign shaped thing that I can put this in. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. So that's all that. Alright, let's go on to plans. I want to put another 500 stitches in my rescue mom. I want to put another 300 stitches in my Mistletoe Kisses, and hopefully that finishes it off. I want to put 500 stitches in my Snowflake stand. Don't know where it is right at the moment, but I want to put 500 stitches in my Death Heads moth from Screaming Heart Designs. And I want to, but these are not until after next week, and I can add more to it. I want to put 500 more stitches in my mushroom, and depending upon how well that goes, if that means I can, because I'm going to have to change my wheels around after this month. So whatever's new and not finished is going to go into the whip wheel. Whatever our new starts are going to, if I add more new starts, and just add more new starts, and then whatever's close to being a finish, I'm going to put on my finish wheel. So that's going to work there with that. I do want to start my my grimoire from Witchy Stitchers. Okay, and this is it. I have to look into getting the colors, which I'll be hopefully doing this weekend. But this will be a new start next week. And I'm going to do it on this piece of 16 count Zweigart Elixir from Extrude Designs. And it's kind of the same, except this is a little bit darker, but it could just be the photo. But I think that'll work out wonderfully. And then I want to start this. This is October 31st. It's one of the Crafty Bluebonnet spools, in the spooky spools. But I want to do this for the O in labor. So I already posted the L and the A. I'll post the B, the O, and the R. And then I think the D is going to be Dog Rules, the other A is going to be Autumn Provides, and the Y is going to be the Yellow Beach House. Because the Yellow Beach House is also, I need to get that done before November. So, if I can put another 500 stitches in it, a couple more times, hopefully. I think there's maybe one blend or two blends, I'm not quite sure. And then I want to work on put 300 stitches in my Wonderland teacups. This one I think is over a year old now. It's from Pixie Stitch on Etsy. Do I have a picture? I thought I had a picture. Oh, yep, I did. And it's not a color picture, I'm sorry, but here's what it looks like. I think I have 5 cups done. I think. I know I have the 2 at the top, and I'm not sure. I got this. I'm working on the second row. So let's see. Yes, here it is. I've got 3 done. So I have to finish up this one, and then work on this one. And I can work my way down. So I'm going to try to get 300 stitches in this. And if I get more, awesome. If I don't, And yes, do I want to see progress? Yes. Do I want to get things done? Yes, I do. But I'm going to do it at my own pace and when I can and take it from there. Alright. Now, my bit of business. I think everybody remembers I got this one. This is Plum Street Samplers, good company. I made this as a like an anniversary sampler for my parents because they're both passed. My dad died January 6th, 2024. My parents were married in January 11th, 1969. So I changed the 2020 on the top here to 1969, and I left everything the same, and I didn't put in as much grass. So, because I was working with a very old skein of DMC, and even if you did put conditioner on it, it still fluffed and it separated. So wasn't easy to work with. And I did this on a 16 count avocado from Forbidden Fiber Company. So it is, I am gifting this from me to one of you lucky viewers. And where this is kind of on the autumnal side, I want you to put in I want you to use the word pumpkin. Scratch that acorn, because in this there has 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 acorns. So I want you to use, if you want the Good Company from Plum Street Samplers, it's a gently used chart. There's no writing in it. There's nothing. Please use the word acorn either in a sentence or on its own. This is actually a very quick stitch. It took me, well, I only worked on it for an hour a day at the beginning. So before I decided I was ready to finish it, I had like 11 hours in it. But if I'd worked on it a little bit longer than, an hour a day, it probably would have gotten, maybe 2-3 hours a day. I probably would have got it done a lot quicker. And Plum Street Samplers is one of my favorite. I've got a lot of them. I got like the tiers, the animal tiers, or the stacks, animal stacks. There's a few more I want to get. I want to get the Buzz Off and the Eat Crow, and I do have the Hares Halloween, and I would like to get the other Hares things. But yeah, so I really do like Plum Street Samplers. So this is Good Company, and if you would like, for me to send this to you, gift it from me to you, use the word acorn. So that's it there. Alright, so I showed you my focus board. Now I want to show you my goal board. And I put everything in alphabetical order. And where I got my goals, I'm going to rewrite this board, and when I get my goals, I'm going to rewrite it and take off what I need to take off. So these are the goals for September. We have the Addams Family. I need 2,000 stitches. I've got 500, so I got 1,500 left. For the Beach House, I put in 526. I'm going to put in another 500, so that'll make it over 1,000. The Black Cat, I need to get the rest of the 400 in. My Christmas Piggy, I want to put in another 300 stitches, so that'll bring it up to 600. For my Fairy Rabbit, I've got 2,867 stitches. I need to get 3,333. For Frank and Elvira, I got 270. My goal is 1,000, so I need to really work on that. For the Gothic Authors, I want to put in 1,000 stitches when I start it, and I am going to start it this month. For the Hare and Deer, I want to put in another 500 because I really want that done before December 31st. For the Halloween sampler, I still need 349 stitches to make it 1,000 because I've got 661. For the Halloween squirrel, I need to get in 1,000 stitches. So that'll be working on it this weekend probably. The midwinter mushroom, I got 518 stitches and I'm going to work on it again, so that's another 500. So as you can see, every time I pick up one of these projects, I need to put in, or I want to put in, not need, I want to put in the goal amount of stitches. So if I pick, after I get the 2,000 in the Addams Family, that's going to go away for a little bit. Okay? And then when it comes back out, 2,000 stitches. The Beach House, that has to get done before November. So if I pick it up next week, I got to put in another 500 stitches. I'm using it for the acrostic. So that's 200. So we're looking at 700 stitches at least. In fact, I'm going to change this right now because I'm going to include the 200 acrostic stitches. So we're going to put in 700. That's the exact same thing I did with the Fairy Rabbit. I added the 233 stitches I did not get in last month. So I need to get the Black Cat done. So I need to put in another 129 stitches because that'll bring it up to 4. The Christmas Pig, I'm going to work on that either this afternoon or tomorrow, and I'm going to get that 300 stitches. The Fairy Rabbit, I'm working on this weekend, and I'm going to hopefully put a good dent in the 3,333 stitches, because every time after that when I pick up the Fairy Rabbit, it's only going to be 3,000 stitches, and whatever I don't get done gets added on to the next time I pick it up. Frank and Elvira, I need to get a lot done. We're only at 270. I want that finished, hopefully before Halloween, because I'm not going to work on another one, even though I have Carol and Nick pulled for a finish. I'm not working on Carol and Nick until Frank and Elvira is done. So I think I'm going to have to put that one back in the finish bucket. And not spin the finish wheel for a little bit. And then Gothic Authors, I need to get 1,000 stitches in that, and that's a start. That's just starting it. Okay, so once I get the 1,000 stitches in that, then I can put it away for a little bit, and then when I bring it out again, it's 1,000 stitches every time I bring it out. So if I bring it out for a monthly focus, I'm going to work on it until I get that 1,000 stitches. If I get more than 1,000 stitches in that month, then you know, awesome. But I'm going to work on it. It's going to be a focus piece for a month, because I don't seasonal stitch. I can do Christmas in January. I don't care. You know, I'm not one of those seasonal stitchers. I'm one of those people I'm more of a process. I like doing the process. If I can finish it, awesome. I like to do the whole, you know, I like stitching. I like doing the whole thing. Okay, so the next one is Hare and Deer. I need to get another 500 stitches in that. So these numbers right here are going to go up before the end of September. And then in October, I'm going to change it all up. And we're going to have a whole different set of whatevers. So then we have the Halloween sampler, which I still need to get 449 stitches into. No, 439 stitches into. And the Halloween squirrel is, I need to put 1,000 stitches in that. And 1,000 stitches may finish it. I doubt it. It'd be nice, but I doubt it. So, yeah. And then the Midwinter Mushroom, another 500 stitches. Unfortunately, that one is a lot of color changes. It's not big blocks of color like some of the other ones. Because the Hare and Deer, I only have big blocks of color left. I have the deer, the rest of the hare, and a flower. Alright, next one is Mistletoe Kisses. I need to put another $300, right? 300 stitches in that. And that's a gift. Because when I went to that wedding a few weeks ago, I started that the same day as when they got married. So I want to make that into an ornament for them with August 17th, 2024 on it. The Needleworker, I love that one. I know I need to get 500 stitches into it. I'm going to try to get 500 stitches into it this month. If it ends up on the back burner, it just might, because I'm trying to get some of my Halloween stuff taken care of, because it's been languishing for too long. The Rescue Mom is a gift, so I definitely need to get another 500 stitches in that, and hopefully that 500 stitches, if not, finishes it. If not, I'm just going to finish it. Salem 1692, that is also a whip go, and I did do my whip go. I did do the butterfly, so I need to take pictures and post of that as a start, because one of the things on my whip go board was to start a Quirky Quaker, which I did. Salem Sisters, I know it's easy. I know I gotta do it. I'm just trying. I've got to remember where I put it. The September Quaker, I'm going to try to pick that up again. And one motif could probably get me 400 stitches, no problem. So I'm going to throw another 400 stitches into that. The Stained Glass Bee, that I have put away for a while. But I did do 1,094 stitches, and all I needed was 800. I am going to keep that 800 goal. because that is a full coverage. Believe it or not, it's full coverage. And I ended up buying some more. Yeah. Summer is such a fright. I've got to finish up to 1,000. Summer refreshes is put away for a while. It's definitely put away for a while. The Stitches Grimoire I'm going to start. 3 Cheers I really need to work on. And then what do we have left? Oh, the Wonderland teacups. I'm going to throw another 300 stitches in that. So when I come back next week, we will have some of the same goals. The 300 stitches in the Christmas Piggy should be easy to see later. The yellow house, that should have 700 stitches in it. And I might just keep this goal until it's finished, because I need to get this finished in November, or before November would be nice. I'm going to try to get another 500 stitches in my Addams Family. I'm going to work on the Fairy Rabbits, Frank and Elvira, and the Hare and Deer. Okay. I've got to definitely put some work on the Halloween Squirrel, which means if I don't work on the Gothic authors or the Halloween sampler next week, I'm only one person, I've got 2 hands. The Midwinter Mushgloom, that's one of my older pieces, so I really need to get that one. The Rescue Mom is a definite. The Salem 1692 I need to work on, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry about, frogging anything right now. I'll just do what I can with what I got. And then the September Quaker, throw another 400 stitches in. Such a Fright, finish up to 1,000, and once that is done, I'm going to put that one away for a while, and then the next time I bring it out, it's going to be another 1,000 stitches. As I have these all written in a notebook of how many stitches I want to get done. This Summer Refreshes is going to be put away. The Stitcher's Grimoire, I will put 500 stitches in. I really need to work on 3 Cheers, so I'll try to get 3,000 in. I can actually do that rather quickly if I just do black. And the Wonderland teacups, as soon as I get 300 in it, that's going to be put away for a little bit. So I need to add, like, I want my Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios. That'll be on here next week, and a goal for that. Trying to think. I have a bunch of little stuff that I want to get done. We'll see about the October 31st spool, because I have another spool I'd like to do too that's Halloween. In fact, I got a couple of them. Oh, that tastes good. Mocha tea. I have a few other things that I really want to start, and I need to get more ornaments done. So I need to downsize the ornaments into littler ones. So the spools are relatively quick, depending upon how many colors there are, but they're relatively quick. So anyway, so these are my goals. I might, towards the end of September, do a FlossTube extra about what I wanted to stitch in October and the goals that I'm setting for myself in October, because a lot of these are going to carry over to October. Such a Fright will carry over into October. Silhouettes will carry over into October. The Stitcher's Grimoire a lot of the spooky stuff will, get carried over into October, and same goes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a small Halloween wheel, and on that extra video, spin it, and whatever comes up first is what I start with, and go down the line, and do the board right in front of you, so you know or show you what's going to be worked on. I've tried to pare this down to the simplest way of doing things, so there is progress, a lot of progress, and then take it from there. So now you know what's going on. So, but like I said, these are the things that I need to work on. These are my September focus WIPs. So Fairy Rabbit is on there, Three Cheers is on there, The Addams Family is on there, Frank and Elvira is definitely on there, Such a Fright is on there, The Sampler September is on there, and I might take off the snowflake stand and not replace it and just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 instead of having 7. I don't like odd numbers. So, but yeah, so those are my things. Life. Let's see. Today was the first day I left my house since last Wednesday. Just didn't feel like going anywhere. It is what it is. That's the way I look at it. I went to my doctor today, and again, the only thing he's focusing on is my weight, and I just looked at him and I said, you know what? I am what I am, and this is it. And his idea is that, the more I exercise, the better I'll feel. Well, no, I don't feel good when I exercise. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people. I don't feel better when I exercise. I feel like crap. And I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for that wonderful feeling to show up, and it doesn't show up. So I don't understand it. So anyway, hi Patches Gills. Here's the Patches Gills. You haven't seen her in a while. Let's see, Betty. And then the other thing is I've gotten to the point now where I just don't care anymore. I don't care if I weigh 500 pounds. I don't. Even though that's part of the reason why I don't leave is because I'm so heavy. I'm not really that heavy, but I'm heavy enough that I'm not comfortable. And having this, whatever, it's not worth going into. But anyway, went to the doctor's today. There are some good points, there are some bad points. Hi! You saying hi to everybody? You say hi? Oh. That's my Patches Gills. I just don't. I've done. I am what I am. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if it means that occasionally I don't exercise, then I don't exercise. The other thing was that I had a spur of the moment blood work. Yay. And I had to get a few more prescriptions refilled, so I did that. Other than that, I went to my networking meeting, went to the doctor's, picked up a couple things that I'm going to need for tomorrow. I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of grocery shopping and maybe some fabric shopping in Sanford on Saturday. I don't know yet. Depends on how I feel, because my husband wants me to go somewhere with him, and the thought of it just makes my whole stomach roll. Ugh. So anyway, hello, pretty girl. But other than that, that's it. So, if you're interested in me gifting you the Good Company by Plum Street Samplers, use the word acorns. hopefully we'll, you know, get this downloaded and up for tomorrow morning, because today's Thursday, and then tomorrow it usually goes up, because I set it as a premiere to start at midnight on the next day. I don't edit, sorry, so this is me. This is how you get me. This chair is awful because I know how I look in it, but this is me. In living color. Yay! Yeah. So if we could, you know, use the word acorn to get the Plum Street Sampler, good company. It's a very cute, when it's stitched up, it's very cute. And it's a, you know, Plum Street Samplers are one of my favorites. So, that's it for today. And everybody be safe, be well, and keep on stitching on, everyone. Bye.